The day has finally come where I am finally going to make pancakes, and they're cream cheese pancakes. You don't even need any flour at all, so no coconut or almond flour in this recipe. And I came across this recipe or this video from Michelle Rock. What we're going to need today are 3 ounces of cream cheese. Make sure that your cream cheese doesn't have sugars in it. I'm using Philadelphia. It says it has less than 1 gram of sugar per ounce. So you also need 3 eggs separated, large eggs. You can use ground cinnamon or pumpkin pie spice depending on what season we're in. So if it's fall, you will probably go for the pumpkin pie spice. I can't wait. My favorite time of year. Alright, and then also I'm going to throw in a little bit of vanilla extract in there, and 1 packet of stevia. If you have the liquid stevia, go ahead and use that to your taste. So I already weighed out my cream cheese, 3 ounces of cream cheese. Go ahead and pop it into the microwave for about, I would say, I don't know, 30 seconds or so, just to soften it. And then you're going to go ahead and add the 3 yolks into the egg. And I'll show you a trick that I saw on Facebook and see if it actually works. So we're going to find out together. Okay, I'm going to try this one more time. The first egg did break. So let's see. Oh, let me see if I can scoop this up. There we go. All right, that works. All right, so first egg yolk. I think I'm just going to leave it on the bottom. Second egg yolk. See, I'm trying to see if the whites will separate there. See that? Oh, it's gonna start breaking. Caught it. Okay, let me grab one more egg. Okay, and here is my 3rd egg. And up we go. Okay, so that works. Look, it's gonna fall. I've seen, and I have tried the coconut flour pancakes, and I got that recipe from Keto Pancakes, and it was just it wasn't anything special for me. So these you're gonna see, they look very, very awesome, and I hope I can execute it and do it justice because they look awesome on video, on her video. So all right, so go ahead and mix that up well, just like that, and then you're gonna add whichever spice that you want. I'm gonna go ahead and use cinnamon today. I'm not Okay, so cream of tartar, she did add this to her newest video that she uploaded a day ago. Today is July 20th. So I'm going to go ahead and add a 1/4 teaspoon. She adds maybe a little bit more, maybe 3/4 of a teaspoon. She used 4 eggs in her last batch. So she has 2 pancake videos, I believe. I haven't watched all of her videos, but so this is supposed to help with the bubbles that are forming. So hopefully it becomes more of a white peak. Okay, so that's what that looks like. Hopefully the lighting is not too bad in here. Okay, so yeah, that definitely helped with the bubbles, and it helped, probably helped with stiffening it up some more because it was, yeah, anyway, I had a lot of bubbles in there, so that's what it's supposed to do, make it more dense and not as liquidy. Okay, so now what you do is you're going to grab your first bowl that you mixed up, and you're going to carefully mix it in together, fold it in. So you don't want to mess with it too much because then you're going to mess with the airiness or the fluffiness of it. So I'm really hoping that I can get them as thick and fluffy as she did because when I tried the coconut flour pancakes, they were delicious. They were just really flat. So it didn't have quite the thickness that I was going for. Okay, so I'm trying to get all of it just so I don't mess with the ratios. It smells really good already. Okay, so that is what that looks like. All right. Okay, so I'm just gonna very carefully fold it all together. I forget that you guys aren't getting the full view here. Sorry about that. Okay. All right, and I believe that should be it as far as it being ready to go in onto the griddle. I'm going to use my flat griddle, my Wolfgang Puck, because I can get more done on it than just one pan. So go ahead and heat up your pan if you're using one or your griddle, and then you can, well, okay, so go ahead and put your griddle or your pan on low. I'm going to spray this very well. with some coconut spray. And then once you plop it on there, which we will do here, okay, there's a little bit of a better view. Okay, so let me see if I can get something a little bit larger to put in there.
Mom, get some milk.
Okay, 1 second, baby. This in the fridge so it doesn't heat up too much. If it's hot in your house, my my dishwasher is going off right now, so it is making it hotter. Okay, so that's what that looks like. You want to cover them. I'm just grabbing the, I should have put them closer together. So, okay, so they've only been on here a couple minutes. I'm going to go ahead and check on them, especially the ones on the right. Let's see. I mean, they look very, very delicate to flip over, so let's see how this goes. Oh, shoot. Nope. Not ready yet. But they look ready on the other side. Okay, this. Okay, let's see if I can get this one. My first one broke. This one's a little bit smaller. I'm using the biggest spatula I have. See how fluffy they are? I mean. Okay, so not very pretty looking there, as you can see. Hopefully my second batch is going to come out better. So I think these are ready. I'm going to make another batch. Please spray it. I'm going to 2 more, so maybe those will be more manageable. Okay, so the second batch for me is always better for some reason, even if I'm making regular pancakes. So I don't know if that's a normal thing, but yeah. So there you go. They did crack just a little bit there, but I did flip over the first batch one more time, so maybe I didn't leave it on long enough when I first turned them over. But I do have some on the plate, my best of 4, because the other 2 were pretty crazy looking there, but I guess in the end it doesn't matter, right? It's all gonna go in the same place, no matter what they look like. All right, so but just for visual reasons, I'm gonna put my best 4 on there, and they do reduce in thickness a little bit there, but they are very, very delicate. You can hold them, see, but much more. They're not dense or anything, so that's it. All right, so I'm gonna add my other 2. I'm gonna flip them over so you can see. So definitely came out better than my first batch. Very nice. And then you can use your sugar-free syrup. Move this tablet out of the way. You can sprinkle it with some more stevia if you'd like on top, because from what Michelle Rock mentions, they are a little bit eggy. So we will see what that's like, but I'm thinking with the syrup, it's going to be just quite all right. So I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle this on top. I forgot to mix in my stevia, my 1 packet of stevia in the first place. Into the batter, so and with the cream cheese and the cinnamon. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of that, add a little bit of syrup, and I'm not eating all of these, guys. This would be my first meal of the day, and it's already 2 o'clock, so just my coffee just really holds me over in the morning. I'll probably have the 2 here that just came out, and then some eggs on the side if I'd like, if I'm not. Yeah, anyway, so I'm going to flip this around and have you guys take a look at my first. Okay, so voila, that's what I did. I'm going to try my pancakes 2 ways. This has the maple syrup in it, and then this has a Ready Whip and some sugar-free chocolate syrup and some chopped almonds. I do keep chopped almonds in my fridge at all times. When a sweet tooth hits, I have it ready to go for my strawberries with whipped cream and almonds and chocolate sauce if I really have a strong sweet tooth. Otherwise, the Ready Whip does its thing for me. So go ahead and use your sugar-free Walden syrup. It is really delicious, guys. I've used Carrie's and this one, and I prefer this one all the way. So here we go. Here's my first bite. I only have about 15 seconds left, so I'm going to try this one first. It's really thick and delicious. I'm so excited. It's like cloud. All right, so that first bite was absolutely delicious. Like I said, it's like fluffy cloud pancakes in your mouth. Really, really good, guys. Okay, so here is my second bite with only the maple syrup. Boy, does that fill my craving. Again, since January, about 8th, I believe, January 8th is when I started my second round of keto. I've only had pancakes once, and it was using the coconut flour, and they were just okay for me. The flavor was great, just the how dense or how flat they were. I don't know, and they were a little dense on my stomach. When you're first starting off keto, you want to be careful with all of your carbs that you are ingesting, just because they add up really, really. So that's why MyFitnessPal really helps with keeping track of all of your carbs that you're taking in. It is difficult in the beginning, but you know, as time goes on, it does get easier. I still struggle with just different cravings that hit me all of a sudden, or my kids are eating something and I'm just, you know, I cave. I cave. It is a straight up addiction, carb addiction. And I just posted an article on keto living and living life. I did post that that article about carb addiction and why we have it. So just stay strong, guys, and this, seriously, guys, is so worth taking the time to make. And I know it took me forever, but I will see you guys next time with the next recipe.